Of they say they are right behind Legon Cities and they are hoping you get a win. What are you expecting from this game?
Well, fortunately, since we moved here, we've not lost a match, so I believe we'll win today too.
You have what it takes to beat Hearts of Oak?
Any team in Ghana, we have what it takes, but circumstances, I don't want to go there in.
Well, a bit of history, because last season in this fixture, reverse fixture, it was Kofi Koji who scored for Legon Cities. Do you believe history will be on your side, or it's just form going into this one?
Well, I believe like I said, we are well prepared. We are well psyched for this match, and they know where we are in the league. So they need to fight and then get us the 3 points so that we'll be able to move up.
All right. Wishing you all the best of luck in this one.
Thank you.
All right. So that was head coach for Legon Cities, Parkwesi Febin. Last season he was with Adriana Stars. They nearly won the league, but then they just blew it all with just 5 game weeks to go and handed the title to Mediama Sporting Club. But then now he plies it straight with Legon Cities. And I'm also here. I've been joined by TJ. That's the common name, TJ.
Yes, TJ.
Right,
yes.
TJ.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome. You're live on Star Times at the Pat Channel 247.
Yeah, thank you.
Your fans, you can hear them. It looks like you really need the support for this game.
Yes, of course, that's House of Oak for you. You know, House of Oak is always for the fans. So we are happy to see them here. And we are going to give them exactly what they deserve as well.
All right, but talking about this ground, Hearts of Oak hasn't really enjoyed success here. Whenever they come here, it's so tough. Regardless of the team they come up against. Today you come up against a team that you are winless against in the last 4 Premier League games. Do you think it's going to be even more difficult for you?
Well, we are playing against a team that we know very well. Like you said, we are going to change everything today here. And House of Oak is going to go back home with a very positive result today.
You've not won against them in your last 4 meetings. The last time you won against Legon Cities was in the 2021 season when Hearts were crowned champions. You think anything has changed within that time frame?
Yeah, of course. Even that's when I was with Legon City.
Yeah.
So today I'm with House of Oak.
So you are the magic man?
Of course, yes.
All right, I'm looking at the setup, and there is just one major change, and it's been confirmed that Glade Otanga is missing due to accumulation of yellow cards, and Afrani will slot in. So that's the only change.
Yes.
You think Afrani will get the job done?
Yes, of course, yes. Although we miss a very important player, but I hope today we don't miss Otanga. Yeah, I wish Afrani will get a very good date today for us.
But can you explain why an informed Salim Adams is on the bench? Because we saw the belter he scored in the last game against Karela United. Why do you keep him on the bench?
Yeah, that's the game plan for this particular match. You know, we are going the same like last week, you know. Last week game against Karela, he came in the second half and he gave us that goal. So that is exactly what is going to happen this afternoon.
All right, so wishing you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, so that's the dressing room arrival, and the dressing room and also arrival of both teams. Legon Cities, that's how they came in, and also Hearts of Oak also coming in, and you could see with Hearts of Oak, they have quite a number of fans following them to the Theatre of Dreams here in Dewu, where the weather continues to be very, very, calm. It's getting a bit warmer. It was hot a couple of minutes ago, but then it's getting warmer. But then Legon Cities also, that's how they trooped into their home grounds. And also that's their dressing room with their jerseys neatly lined up. You can see beautifully lined up Legon City's jerseys. They will be in their customary home jerseys, whilst Accra Hearts of Oak would also don their away kit for this particular crunch one. But then for Legon City's, on the league log, it doesn't look all too good for them because they have 32 points and just 2 points above safety. So it means that they really have to keep that momentum and try and win so that they can drift away from danger. But then for Hearts of Oak, a win for them will take them within 1 point of top 4, which will be very, very huge for them, considering the fact that they've won just 1 in their last 4 games. It's been very, very difficult for Hearts of Oak, but then that win against Karela United could be the win that gives them what they need, that confidence they actually need to go on and up to the big game here at the Theatre of Dreams, and they win the Eastern region. It's Legon City, so it's not Dreams FC. Dreams FC in Africa. They traveled a couple of days ago, and they are currently in Egypt, and they would play against Zamalek in the CAF Confederations Cup. But then here, their home ground. It's Legon Cities who are the new landlords because they are going to occupy this pitch as they play against Hearts of Oak. And that is the Hearts of Oak dressing room. You have it, nicely, neatly arranged jerseys. That's what you can see on your screens. Beautifully arranged, and that's the jerseys they'll be donning. Just one change to that lineup that played against Karela that won by 3-1, and it's Gledo Tanga, that ever-present defensive midfielder who will be missing for Hearts of Oak because he has accumulated yellow cards. And this is the second time this season that he has been suspended for accumulation of cards, which tells you the whole story about this player we are talking about. But then I'll be running you through the lineups very soon for Hearts of Oak. But then we will begin with the home side, that's Legon Cities, and they have... So that's it. We'll be running you through the lineup pretty shortly. That's what we are here for. So that is a build-up to the big game happening between Legon Cities and then also Accra Hearts of Oak. Match week 27 in the Ghana Premier League. All right. So looking up images from the dressing room, very very neat over there. That's the dressing room. So that's also the arrival of the Phobians, and that's the bus, the grand bus. This is not the Phobia bed though, but then this is the Hearts bus that conveyed them all the way from Accra to Dewu, and that's how they checked into the Theatre of Dreams in their bus, and you can see the players. Yeah, very, very in some high spirits. The morale is kind of high because after going that 3 games without a victory, they were able to halt that losing streak with a good win against Karela United in a game that people felt they could have even scored more. Their fans, they could have felt they could have scored even more. But then warm-up session 2 ongoing. 2 teams warming up, trying to be in the right shape and also frame of mind for this game. It's not just 3 points at stake. This would have been a Greater Accra regional derby, which has been moved all the way from Greater Accra to the Eastern region. So both teams warming up, preparing, gearing up for this particular game. And as you can see, very, very rigorous warm-up sessions for both teams as they prepare to face each other when hostilities begin. There you can see the players over there warming up beautifully. Calm weather. The weather is still calm over here, and yes, the head coach of Legon City's Parkwesi Fabian saying that he'd wish that it wouldn't rain. Yes, it was hot a couple of minutes ago, but then at this time it's getting warmer, very cooler here because of the altitude, and you know, Dewu is quite a mountainous area. So both teams warming up, getting ready, gearing up for this particular game. And it promises to be very, very exciting here because when these 2 teams meet, it's always fireworks here. In their last 4 meetings, Hearts of Oak are yet to win against Legon Cities. Best fixture, or in the same fixture last season, it was former Hearts of Oak striker Kofi Koji that put the Phobians to the sword with a solitary goal in the injury time of the first half of that game. So in the last 4 meetings, Hearts of Oak are yet to win against Legon Cities. And this season, they played out a 0-0 draw at the Accra Sports Stadium. That's earlier in the first round. Hearts of Oak picking 1 point. Legon Cities also walking away with a solitary point in that game. So build-up is still ongoing. You're watching Star Times at the channel 247. And we are bringing to you live coverage of that game from the Theatre of Dreams in Dewu. All right, so Hearts of Oak players warming up. As you can see, the players over there, the likes of Hamza Isa, Kasim Cisse, the goalkeeper. You can see Ampedu, he was man of the match in that game against Karela. You can see the players, they look buoyed, poised for this one, high spirit. Confidence is quite high after that win against Karela United, and warm-up still ongoing for Accra Hearts of Oak. Kickoff will be in the next 10 minutes or so here at the Theatre of Dreams in Dewu, and it's going to be an interesting game. And we heard from both coaches, head coach of Legon Cities as well as their assistant head coach, that's Tijani Coach Bashiru of Heart of Oak, and both coaches have stated what their intentions clearly are, what they are going to do in this game and how to get the win. But then the players also have to prep for this game. It's always, crunch when they meet. Sometimes quite a lot of yellow cards. And so on and so forth. Sometimes it gets very, very feisty between these two teams. But then that's what derbies are about. And this is a Greater Accra Regional Derby. But then it's been played here because Legon Cities FC have adopted Dewu as their home grounds in the second round. And just like the numbers sell, per the statistics, they are yet to lose here. They are unbeaten in their 4 games here. On their last 3 games here, 2 wins and a draw. The last time they played here was against Samatex, and in that game, Legon Cities took the lead, but then Samatex pegged them back in the 90th minute, and that also was a golden point for Samatex 1996. They currently lie atop the Ghana Premier League table with 49 points, 5 points ahead of Nations FC, who would also be in action later this weekend. But then also other teams will also be in action in the Ghana Premier League over the weekend. But then 2 games happening today at the National Riga Stadium, all the way in Lugu. Karela United will be playing over there. But then here, and they will be bringing to our featured game between Legon Cities and Accra Heart of Oak, and that is the game we'll be bringing to you in the next 10 minutes or so. We're still counting down to that game. Here, my name is Jose Okokwe. Earlier on, I also spoke to the lead commentator of the game in Prince, and he also gave his assertions about the game and what we should expect. So you need to stay glued because this game would be a cracker. And we would also be here to bring to you everything that happens in this particular game. So it's getting filled here. The stadium is gradually getting filled earlier on because it's usual Saturday. You could see there were lots and lots of funerals in town, so the place was very, very quiet. But then in the last 1 hour, I could tell you that the fans have started trooping in, and you can see, predominantly Phobian Carlos in the stands. That's how they came to support their own. Yes, that's Phobia, and they never say die. Wherever they go with their fans. And we got a chance to speak to most of these fans, and they also gave what their impressions are and what they're expecting from this particular game. But then that's the VIP section as well, and that's the media stand. So the Phobian fans, they haven't really disappointed. They have really turned up here in their numbers, and you'd be thinking that this is the kind of support that Accra Heart of Oak needs in this game. So build up to the match week 27 game between Legon Cities and Accra Heart of Oak. That's what is happening here in Dewu, and the sun looks to be coming up a bit, but we are still hoping to see what happens. We are hoping to see what happens over here. Kickoff is in the next 9 minutes. Kickoff will be in the next 9 minutes. But then the match commissioner, that's Giddy Glow Williams Hopeswell Yao, will be the one to lead the teams back onto the field for hostilities to begin here at the Theatre of Dreams in Dewu. Still build up here. Heart of Oak, they haven't really had a bad second round, if I should put it. The second round has been, quite superb for them. They went on a 5-game, streak without losing a game. It was good for them. They started with wins over RTU. They had wins over Heart of Lions and Co. But then it was halted when they traveled all the way to Samatex to play against the Summer Boy based Samatex, where they lost by 2-1. They continued again with the game against BBD Ghost Stars, where they lost by 1-0, and then their travel to Takwa wasn't good. So you're still watching the Part Channel 247. It's still build up to that game between Legon Cities and then Accra Heart of Oak. We'll go for a commercial break. We'll be back.
Book pan bia wait it. Sure, how to book pan bia wait it.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to the Theatre of Dreams here in Dewu, the mountainous hilly town of Dewu, where Legon cities play at home against Accra Hearts of Oak. It's match day 27 in the ongoing Ghana Premier League, and this afternoon we're set to bring you yet another teasing enterprise of a game between two stalwarts when it comes to city rivalship. Legon City is playing at home at the Theatre of Dreams. Accra Hearts of Oak have made a short journey from Accra to test their might against the lads from Legon Cities and to see whether they can pick up 3 valuable points at the end of 90 minutes. Let's take a look at the weather, and we tell you all the time that Dewu is in the hills or in the mountains, and so it's always susceptible to rain. But this afternoon we've had a very clear weather here, intermittent clouds coming and then go, but the afternoon generally is clear and warm, an afternoon for association football. And we definitely will be staying here with you for 90 minutes. My name is Prince Anand, and I'll be supported by Josiah Okokwe in commentary box, and we shall definitely be bringing you up to speed with what you should expect. But look at the crowd in the background. These are the teeming fans of the away team, Accra Hearts of Oak, who have made the journey from Accra and other parts of the nation to come witness this game, and of course to give their support to the Phobian team. As to whether Accra Hearts of Oak can pick up the 3 points, well, definitely time will tell. But these fans, so vociferous, they did a lot of singing and dancing all the way from Accra and beyond to the Theatre of Dreams. Meanwhile, the home side, Legon Cities, will not be left out in the fun. They are here, although in the minority, but definitely here to show exactly the kind of support they will have for Legon Cities. It's been a season of topsy-turviness for Legon Cities, occupying the 13th position on the log. And the two teams will come out hale and hearty. Legon Cities in the red and blue strip, Accra Hearts of Oak in the all-white with the predominant, or should I say with the ever-present rainbow colors. Say their final prayers as they get onto the field of play, and they will be cheered on by the fans of Accra Hearts of Oak, obviously looking for nothing but excitement in this game, plus of course ultimately 3 points at stake. So it promises to be and obviously 90 minutes. We'll be running you through the first 11 and of course the match officials for this afternoon's game. So So the two sides line up on the field of play. And any moment from now, we will walk you through who's going to be doing justice for the two sides. And it looks like it's going to be a keenly contested game with a lot of midfield action. Looking at the 4-2-3-1 formation that Parkwesi Fabian has put out. Players will exchange pleasantries. And we will go through the official introductions again. So Accra Hearts of Oak once again in the all white. Their opponents Legon Cities in the blue and red. First of all, let's take a look at the Legon Cities side. As we said earlier, 4-2-3-1 formation. Kwabena Boateng will be spearheading the attack for Legon Cities, and it will be the duty of Aziz in goal for Legon to prevent any goals. In front of Aziz will be Frank Akoto and Nicholas Mensah playing the half-back positions, whilst Joseph Amwa, Maurice Husseini will be supporting. Fred Akatok will be pushing Kwabena Boateng forward with a lot of support from Apiasari and Albert Yeboah. We'll cross carpet quickly and take a look at the Accra Hearts of Oak side, and that's Samuel Kwesi Fabian, also known as Pa Kwesi Fabian. Now the 10 of Accra Hearts of Oak. 4-4-2 formation, which means that Richard Atta will be starting in goal for the team this afternoon. Now in front of him will be the regular pair of Kofi Agbeshima and Thomas Winimi. Michael Ampedu moves into the middle to support Kari Kari as they try and force